Us versus them, behind and beyond. What is us versus them? Us versus them is a mentality. It's an idea of divide. Us, we are good, we do have a good tradition, we are pure, but them, they are bad, they are impure, they don't have a proper tradition, they are against us, they are not one among us. This is the idea. So us versus them is a divide idea, idea of enmity, idea of hate. This is being discussed here. Many people want to seed this thought in every human's mind. We used to talk a lot about unity and diversity. Specifically, in India, we used to talk a lot about unity and diversity. Whatever the difference may be, we have, irrespective of the tradition, culture, attire, religion, or caste, or whatever the differences, we used to uphold the unity. But now, when you open the social media, you can consume many contents about the differences. We are pitching differences now. We are talking differences now. A country which used to talk about unity, now discussing about the difference. Why? What is behind and beyond? Vanakkam, this is Iyan Karthikeyan. I am a fact checker and a techie with experience close to a decade. Let me give you a few case studies. One happened in northmost part of India. A 8-year-old girl, a Muslim minority girl, was abducted, kept inside a temple, sedated, sexually assaulted, at last murdered. She was sexually assaulted for many days and murdered. Any human will naturally support the victim, stand for the victim, speak for the victim, but many chose other way. Many false narrative about this incident. Many. I'll give you a few examples. One, postmortem report. They said postmortem report is out. There was no sexual assault. That was the claim. That's a false claim. Next, they circulated a video. Some random person speaking about the incident, they circulated the video and claimed that person is her father. But he is not her father at all. They want to normalize the incident with some random video. They said he itself not claiming anything, whatever we are discussing now. So that is the false information. They want to normalize the incident with one or the other false narrative. Next, they said victim and offender both belongs to same community. Both are Muslims. This is also a false information. Judgment is already out that clearly defined that she was sexually assaulted, abducted, sedated, and all the accused belong to majority community. A child, a girl child, a minority girl child, a minority tribal girl child, victim, sexually assaulted, murdered, but still people chose the sides of offender. Why? What's behind it? Let us see another example from southernmost part of India. Yes, our Tamil Nadu. A 17-year-old girl belongs to majority community, committed suicide. She was studying in a minority institution. Here also, lot of false narrative. They said she committed suicide because of forced religious conversion. They used a manipulated video. A person with criminal records visited the girl at her deathbed, recorded a video. He spoke to that girl, asking many questions related to religious conversion. She gave answers, what actually that doesn't supports his claim. So what he did is he manipulated the entire video. He edited it. Many jump cuts were there in the particular video. He simply edited, manipulated the way he wants. Because any techie or any person who is using social media can easily identify that that is a manipulated video. When we see that, there will be no start, there is no proper end. They just cherry pick the content. So, it's a well organized, manipulated video. You may think that he is some random person, he manipulated the video, he was with some criminal record, so what's the big deal? Yes, it's a big deal because many politicians jumped in this, supported this narrative. Whole nation was discussing this event. News media started to speak about this with the base of false narrative. Later, CBI investigation revealed, our investigation agencies, CBI, revealed that there is no religious conversion at all. But there was a huge rage by it, huge hatred. Why? Comparing the two incidents, what is common? Identity. Politics plays with identity. Hatred plays with identities to construct skewed narratives. You may be a victim or you may be an offender. People will support you based on your identity. That is cruel. That is inhuman. If you are victim, people should support you. People should voice out for you. But based on your identity, they change the narrative. How is that okay? This is called hatred and hate culture. Let us deep dive about it. When you compare these two incidents, you may think that with the just two incidents, is it possible for us to conclude? Definitely no. But this is just tip of the iceberg. Many incidents, many hate speeches, many hate act incidents happening in India, not just in India, in whole world. Okay. Two factors we have to think. One is disinformation. Disinformation is nothing but if a person deliberately spreads a lie, a false narrative with an intent to harm, that is called disinformation. Second thing, propaganda tool. What may be the tool? If someone wants to spread a disinformation using a medium, that may be act as propaganda tool. Previously, that may be a newspaper, that may be a radio, but now that is social media. It is easily accessible by anyone, everyone using social media. And think, if there is an organized structure, if there is a collective people to work to spread the disinformation, intent to spread the false information, and there is a propaganda tool. If the propaganda tool is too powerful, if now the propaganda tool is social media. Social media is so powerful. Why? Because of its algorithm. That algorithm wants to engage us more. We have to use it more. For that, they designed an algorithm. How? It will show this. Whatever you like, it will show. If you like some particular content, it will show similar content to you. If you consume a disinformation, or if you started liking a person who spreads the disinformation, it will show more disinformation to you. If something is burning, some issue is happening around you, if there is a disinformation, if you are going to spend time on that particular disinformation, what will happen? Algorithm will pump more and more disinformation about the particular incident. What will happen? You will think, oh, this is the narrative, this is the truth. You will fall in the trap, in the disinformation trap. If it is well organized and collective efforts involved to create the disinformation, and there is very powerful powerful, efficient tool, propaganda tool, that is social media. If both coupled, what will happen? Hatred and hate culture. It easily to cook hatred and create a hate culture. Then this hate culture will lead to a cult mentality. Already there is an organized and collective effort. What will happen? They can control the narrative. What you want to think, what you want to decide, they will decide, they will manipulate. But what we will think is that this is our idea, our decision. No, you are being manipulated by the disinformation and the social media tools, cultivated, hated mindset. If it goes beyond, it will lead to genocide. So it's some random theory, some Iyan Karthikeyan proposing. No. When you check the history, this is the fact. Let us see. Let us take the example of Germany. Three things are there. Wherever genocide happens, three things will be there. One, us versus them mentality. Two, disinformation. Three, a powerful propaganda tool. Here, Germany lost World War I because of Jews was the narrative. That's the false narrative. Many such narratives were used against Jews. And they do have a well-organized hate propaganda. And as versus the mentality. Aryans versus Jew is the mentality. So, if these three blended together, genocide is possible. 6 million people killed. Next, take the example of Rwanda. There also genocide happened, very brutal attacks. In the particular incident, you can know how bad a propaganda tool is. What they did is, in one hand they carried radio, in another hand they carried the weapon. I will say radio is more dangerous weapon than the real weapon they hold it. Because in that radio, they used to play songs, enjoyable songs. With every breaks, what they did, they will say where to locate the Tutsi people. It's a problem between Hutu and Tutsi. They used to say where they are located. By hearing that information, with radio in one hand, weapon in the other hand, they will go and hunt. So propaganda tool can do anything. It's a medium. If now we are having social media, it is more powerful than radio because it is easily accessible. Take the example of Myanmar. Yes, there is a propaganda tool, social media, lot of misinformation involved. As well as the mentality was there. Mentality against Rohingyas. Next, Manipur conflict. There also too many rumors. Social media is used. And Meitei Kuki conflict. So whenever there is a us versus them mentality, next. This is dangerous. We are in the era, we are witnessing it. The disinformation, propaganda, we are in this era, we have to be very careful. Colonization. In 20th century, colonization is about occupying territories. But in 21st century, it's about occupying minds. People are trying to occupy our minds. People are trying to manipulate our minds. Okay. How to identify that we are inside a us versus them culture? Simple. There will be microaggression, like slur words against minorities or migrants, anti-progressive policy. This is very important. If a state itself conservative, if state itself talking about critical past, if state itself supports pseudoscience, then that is dangerous. If the state is anti-feministic, if state is anti-LGBTQ, if state is anti-immigrants, then we are in a dangerous state. We have to be very careful. Then, mob mentality. If a well-organized collective idea is begun to organize a mob mentality, if they call for violence, if they call for boycott of particular religion, economical boycott, we have to be very careful. So these three are major signs we have to be careful with. And there is a new normal. What is it? When some hate speech, when someone give us hate speech, we used to fight against it, we used to raise our voice against that. But now it's happening daily. Every day there are hate speeches, hate crimes, hate incidents. So what will happen? Media will not give that attention. We will not give that attention. We won't speak about it. Oh, this will happen regularly. This mindset will create the new normal. We will accept, unknowingly we will accept, oh, this will happen daily. This is dangerous. Hate culture is weaponizing you, me, and us. Hate culture is weaponizing you, me, and us. We never know. Person who is in hate culture, hate mindset, they may be sitting next to us. In mind, they will have full of hate. Next. What is the solution? I am going to give the solution for us versus them, us versus them. How? Yes, this us is we people who wants love. We people who wants peace. We people who wants unity. We people who wants plurality. We people who want secularism. Versus them who wants hate, who wants violence, who want lynching. We have to fight against them. When our population increases, we can fight them out. How to fight? First, we have to break our silence. Silence is a form of acceptance. Silence is equal to violence. If you are silent about some incident happen around you, then it means you are supporting the violence. So don't be silent. Question the people who wants hate, who spreads hate. Questioning is important. Giving awareness is very important. Discussing these kind of incidents is very, very important. Let me conclude my speech with a Tamil quote, Yadum Ure Yavarum Keli. Yadum Ure Yavarum Keli. I request everyone to search what is it and find what is it and practice it. Thank you. Nandri.